All right, welcome to this episode of Zook Outdoors. This is my hunt with my 8-year-old son. He shot his first deer ever with a crossbow and his second deer of his life. And he made what I thought was a great shot. And follow along as we try to recover his deer. And though the ending wasn't quite ideal, ended up finding his doe, and it was just a great learning experience, I think, for both of us, and just another beautiful evening in October. All right, it's October the 30th, next to the last day of October, and I was able to get off work in time to take my son Randall out tonight. He is hoping to get a chance at his first buck ever. Pretty excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that time of year where you never know what might happen. We have hunted up behind our house in my little food plot, I think 5 times so far this year, Randall and I, and have not seen a deer at all those 5 times. And I think I've had 6 sets now this year without seeing a deer, which is unusual. Partly because my limitations taking my kids hunting. My stands are traditionally in and along food plots for 2 people. When I hunt myself, I usually take a portable so I can go where the action is, where the food is. This year it's acorns everywhere, and so I've adjusted my hunting style. But it's that time of year, bucks are on their feet, they're moving, you never know what might happen. They gotta eat as well, the does need to eat, and there's some activity here, so not very often, by far not every day, but the deer do come through here sometimes, so we're looking forward to what the evening brings. Well, we had a doe and a fawn come into the food plot. They're really kind of jumpy, it's a lot of wind out there. So she acts like she's nervous. She's gonna calm down, maybe. And was practicing aiming. Think you can shoot like that? You just never know at this spot. Had a third doe show up. Just need a buck. Deer being kind of jumpy. And they, kind of spooking. We sat here quite a few times, never saw a deer. Now we got a total of 4, just no bucks. But I think there's like 2 does and 2 fawns. It's just a night of does and no bucks. It's disappointing, no bucks are coming. It's getting dark in the stand, but we still got 2 does out here. Are you on her there? You could shoot her there, tight to the shoulder. Let me look once. she's at a bad angle. Very good if you're tight to the shoulder. You have to do it when she's broadside. Is that exciting? All right. Well, I turned my light on because it's dark in here. What happened?
I shot a doe.
You're pretty excited.
Yeah.
That's your first doe with the bow.
Yeah.
First deer. Well, we were buck hunting, but no bucks came, so I think you made a pretty good shot. Yeah. You're all excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell about it?
I'll tell my guest.
Okay. All right. I turned the light on my phone. But as you can see, it's dark in the blind. What if I come over here and open a window? It's light out there. So, but I think he got his doe. I think he made a pretty good shot. Away, and I found this big patch of blood. And so she definitely stopped there. And I can't see her laying anywhere. So, Randall, we're gonna back out of here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna give her a little bit of time and then come back with some better lights. Right here, the deer snored at us. So, she should be dead, but I didn't expect to find a pool of blood and no deer. So, she definitely stood here a little bit. Was bleeding out there, and I just heard a deer snort. So she could be laying not far away, dead. And that was one of the other deer she was with. But we'll get out of here. All right, well, we just got back to the house. We're going to give this deer a little time. And I wanted to look at the arrow here a little bit closer. Thing with these crossbows, they shoot pretty fast. He's using the Ravin r29. And, you know, it was dark. Trying to figure out, you know, why she wasn't laying where that puddle of blood is. And you want to smell that? What do you smell? Deer?
Yeah.
It smells a little strong. Mm-hmm. So I'm suspecting is, actually I thought, you know, she maybe is quartering away a little bit. But we were at the end of shooting light. We probably are down to the last 10 minutes, which is getting fairly dark on a cloudy day. And, you know, she could have been quartering to us a little bit. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe he got a lung and liver, or maybe it was both lungs. Not exactly sure. But nonetheless, we found that puddle of blood. There was a deer blew at us. And there was 4 or 5 deer total. 3 does and 2 fawns. So most likely the other does were hanging around her. And, you know, I'm half suspicious that, you know, she's laying there dead. And, you know, they were just hanging around. And then we came over on the trail and bumped them. But we'll just give it time. We'll probably wait for another hour. And then we'll go take a look. Yeah. How was it? Is it exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounded like you were pretty excited after you shot. Were you shaking?
I was shaking when I just shot, but after that I took it out and must actually hit him.
Yeah, it looked on the. I played it back on the camera. It looked great. Looked like a good shot. But the arrow is surprisingly clean. There's hardly anything on it. Blood was pretty good. Using my cell phone light, and I'm surprised I didn't have a flashlight in my backpack, but apparently the last time I used my harness, I stuck it in the pocket, which I did, and I did not transfer it back to my backpack, so kind of my fault there. Well, we got the arrow, I looked at the blood, and we found it, and it seemed like, it was a pretty good blood trail. She's bleeding good, so I'm very hopeful. I'm feeling very positive that we're going to go out there in a little bit and find his doe, so stay with us. Alright, well, we're back on the track job. Got my oldest son and the shooter there, Randall, and we're going to slip along this trail, and I got a little Brit butter of a light. Let's see if we can find his doe. Alright, well, it is around 10 o'clock, about 10 exactly, and looked for the deer twice now. Once right away after the shot, when I reviewed the footage, I thought, he killed the deer. It's laying dead not far away, and we apparently jumped the deer, which is not a good thing at all, and gave it a little bit of time, an hour and a half or something, and went back, picked up the trail, and we tracked it for, I'm guessing, 250, 300 yards, and backed out again. A number of places the deer stopped and stood and didn't lay down, so I don't know if we jumped it again, but at any rate, it's now probably a little over around 4 hours since he shot the doe. In hindsight, I feel like every season is a lot of lessons learned. There's new things to learn, and tonight it seemed to be the best choice to wait to see if a buck shows up. And being that we had a lot of hunts together, my 8-year-old son and I, and just didn't see a deer, I decided to let him go ahead and fill his doe tag, because it's going towards getting dark, and no bucks were showing up. And yeah, I thought he made a pretty good shot, but I'm assuming the doe was quartering towards us, and I didn't realize it, at least a lot more than I thought, and just, having a hard time finding her. So kids are in bed. I'm going to do another round, go look again. I'm going to take a thermal scope with me this time, and just cautiously, advance down the blood trail where I gave up the last time, and see if I can't find her laying there. This is a good scope, and hopefully it'll help me find the deer. So I'll let you know, and just maybe I can have a surprise for my son in the morning when he gets out of bed. Well, I just found my son's doe. It's the morning after, and she's almost dead. I don't even have anything with me. I didn't bring a bow, but these deer apparently are tough. But she's laying at the edge of this trail. I did some hiking, tried to unravel the blood trail, and then just looked for a body, and I came across her. So I kind of slipped up here close. And anyway, he's in school, but he's going to be delighted to have his deer, and I'm happy for him. Well, there's his doe. Unfortunately, we couldn't find it last night. We just jumped her a couple times. She was still living, and you can see the shot. He hit perfect, for his part, right behind the shoulder. I think it was just, she was quartering towards us a little bit, and I didn't realize that, so I'm going to get her out. Be nice to
let him see the deer, so not sure how this will pan out because he's in school. But I'm going to go ahead and go get the machine to get him out, get his tag and put it on her, and he'll be happy when he's out of school.
So thanks for watching. We have more videos coming up. Stay tuned. We'll bring you something new next week.